As part of Mold Awareness Month, I want to talk to you about why most remediations fail. I just want to talk about it in simple terms. Most remediations fail because they don't do enough to transform the overall indoor air quality of the home. What do I mean by that? Well, industry standards would be to cut 2 feet off the bottom of the drywall when you have a water damage event. Now, if that water cascaded from above, obviously that 2 feet below at the very bottom is not going to do a whole lot, right? The industry standards are really meant to help out with mold remediation from a cosmetic standpoint. Just removing a little bit of mold, though, on the bottom of the drywall or even on the 2x4 behind it is not enough to actually transform your entire home. And I think that's what we're actually missing from an industry standards perspective. It's why I created HomeCleanse to thoroughly transform the environment. How do we do that? Well, we're looking at where are all the sources of mold inside the whole home, because it's unlikely that one water event created this entire problem, which is impacting your health, right? It's the culmination of all these different things that have added up over time. So we have to find where are or were all these different events that might have happened, even things you're not aware of. And we find that through proper testing. Once we get the data back from proper testing, we're going to actually open these areas up, remove whatever mold's there, and then improve the home so that the conditions that allowed that mold to grow in the first place are then satisfied. From there, you have to look at the entire whole home ecosystem, right? Starting with the HVAC systems or system. When you look at it from that perspective, and you understand how mold and bacteria, they bypass standard filtration systems, get to the evaporator coil where it constantly condensates, and then these things start to grow around that evaporator coil and then pump throughout the rest of the home, well then you understand pretty quickly that the HVAC system has to be addressed. That's separate and apart from wherever this water event happens, right? If you don't understand the whole ecosystem, all the belongings in your place, the materials used in your place, the ventilation strategy in your place, how the HVAC system works, how that needs to be properly filtrated, and then looking at the overall environment and how it gets cleaned, looking at your cleaning products, using low VOC alternatives, et cetera, well then guess what? You're not going to make a massive transformation that you typically need when you don't feel well. So it's a lot more than just removing a little bit of mold. It's about how can we scientifically transform your environment so that each breath that you take is scientifically validated to be healthier than it currently is. That's the HomeCleanse difference, right? That's why I think when we're talking about Mold Awareness Month and we want to make a radical difference in our homes, it's important that we understand that. It's not just about removing a little bit of mold. It's about transforming the air that you're breathing. That's the key.